Dr. Jose Rizal, the symbol of ideal leadership today. Jose Rizal, the national hero of the Filipinos. No Filipino could be compared with Dr. Jose Rizal. He was one of a kind. From 1896 to present, his ideals were alive in the hearts of Filipinos. His life was a pedestal of education. He had put a huge amount of importance to education. Rizal was number one in education, number one in distinction. It is only right that he be called pambansang bayani ng sambayanang Filipino. He is well thought out as one of the most educated heroes in Philippine history, who used his educational attainment to uplift Filipinos. He exemplified a type of leadership that was driven by a desire to sacrifice oneself for the welfare of the majority, which he referred to as national emotion in his writings. Jose Rizal, Una Perla del Hombre, or Pearl of a Man. He showcased great skills even until he studied at Universidad de Santo Tomas. Rizal was considered Una Perla del Hombre, or Pearl of a Man, because of his undying passion towards education. Rizal was well equipped with immeasurable intellect. He showcased that the Filipino race was able to give birth to individuals gifted with highest qualities. Jose Rizal's friend, Don Trinidad Hermenegildo Pardo de Tavera, doctor, medicine, and scholar of the 19th century, said Rizal cultivated all his qualities in order not to perfect them, but he practiced in order to bring about the moral betterment of the race. In crucial times when Filipinos are considered second-class citizens, Rizal's principles are best relied and his experience can be a good source of motivation. The true meaning of valor. The execution of Dr. Jose Rizal was witnessed by Rafael Palma, who was 11 or 12 years old. Biografia de Rizal was then written commemorating or in remembrance of Rizal. Rafael Palma became the president of the University of the Philippines and later founded the Partido Nacionalista. Being one of the great Filipinos, he has recognized Rizal's effort to right his countrymen. And the title of the book authored by Rafael Palma on the life of Rizal is The Pride of the Balay Race. Rizal used education to depict the lies hidden behind religion. He was a virtuous man who loved his country a lot. His life became his best poet, better than Ultimo Adios. He died with dignity and worth. He had accomplished a lot despite his short-lived life. Also, he put value on nationalism, not in selfish way, and he exhibited brilliance, bravery, and desire to fight for all man born equal and to overcome the challenges that will befall you. Poverty is also the basis of terrorism. After 119 years to be exact, injustice still prevails in the country, as well as the widespread poverty. Poverty promotes oppression by the rich. In Mindanao, poverty is rampant. People find it hard to have food and shelter. During Rizal's time, the oppression came from the political structure. Now we have a constitutional and liberal democracy. But we still have poverty because of economic mishandling. This poverty will produce oppression, injustice, and a great amount of unhappiness. Some are pushed to hold on to ill action like terrorism just to acquire attention or revenge against deaf government. If Mindanao were all developed, many would have benefited from it. Thus, Rizal's dream has not yet materialized, not until those who sit in the government position are more like Rizal in the accomplishment of their promise to the people. The youth is the hope of the fatherland. Jose Rizal has always been believed that the Filipino youth is the hope of the Philippines. It means that as youth we ought to equip ourselves with adequate knowledge and study well to do so. Filipino youths are the future of the Philippines since they will soon take over the reins of government in the country. For those who have not been given a chance to go to school, they should seek ways to educate themselves and be observant of the things around them to acquire new learning. However, it is vital that the youth knows how to value knowledge and education to prepare for the future of the nation as a whole. Rizal inspired us to be well early in education because he believed that the youth will soon take over the reins of government in our country. Sambayanang Filipino. Nationalism is an idea best put into practice by our national hero, Jose Rizal. It pertains to the worth one gives to his nation. It means practicing collaboration and unity with fellow countrymen before oneself. Then we relate to the idea of nation to other nation, which we call internationalism. Equality in the international arena is hard to attain when there is no equality within the nation set up. Such was taught to us by Jose Rizal. We are one nation, and as one, we must move as one towards the future.